Notice the leaves aren't changing here in California, but they're starting to change all over the country, that is for sure, which means it's time to update our Mantelscape. So,
yes,
here to add some seasonal stylings to our fireplace is the man, Ken.
Very excited about this for two reasons. Number one, my first DIY with you bag makes me super happy. And our first fall in with our new mantle.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to do something special. I wanted to do something so that you all at home know that you don't always have to do sort of the standard orange, greens. You can do different colors. And I want to keep with our sort of monotone palette and do something with like celadon and celery greens and white and still make it fall.
I love it, Ken.
So what we're going to start off with any time you want to do a mantle, you want to figure out your color palette. We figured out that. We're going to be picking up our wall colors and some of the greener colors outside.
Very good.
Next, we want to do our focal point.
I see.
It doesn't have to be a big wreath. This, I've got a wood palette here. If you go online, I made these a couple of seasons ago. They're just a bunch of 1x8s nailed together. And what I did was a eucalyptus sprig hanging right here with some burlap.
Gotcha.
And this is a serving tray from our kitchen. Don't go out and buy a bunch of new stuff. You can use what you already have.
By the way, it's already looking fantastic.
Right up there. Now, notice I did two things. Two things can combine and create the space of one.
I love how
and that will be balanced.
They are. Okay, now we got our pumpkins, and we're going to start moving these guys in.
So I'm only using real pumpkins.
Okay.
Support your local farmermen. They've been growing these pumpkins. They're fun for the kids to go out and pick up and see, and they look great. And I'm just going to stack them sort of on the sides here, just sort of play around with them.
I'll be your assistant.
Thank you.
How about
I want to sort of give a sort of, look at you, you're good, you're good.
I was expecting you to move it as soon as I put it down there. Now we've got some eucalyptus sprigs as well.
And again, instead of using silks, I'm using everything fresh, eucalyptus greenery.
I don't know.
Look at you, look at you go. Have you been watching like decorating shows when you've been like back at home?
I mean, you know, I've had some time.
So this is fresh eucalyptus. The way it smells, it sort of just adds a whole sort of like nice feel to the house. And this stuff is so inexpensive that you really can buy a lot of it and really fill in wherever you need to fill in.
It's nice finishing touches there too. Okay, good. And I know you like extra texture.
Exactly.
You've got some ways to add even more.
At home, don't feel you need to do the same thing on both sides. We have the pumpkins on this side, but on the other side, we're going to do some terracotta pots to create a different texture, a different look. If you don't have great old rustic terracotta pots, all I got was new ones for 59 cents from the store, a dry coat of white paint on it, and then I had this green paint that was totally dried up, completely ill-usable. I mixed it with some water to create a glaze, and on top of my white, I'm gonna go straight on top with this sort of greenish eucalyptus glaze.
Wow.
Do that, be messy with it, let it dry, and you're gonna end up with this sort of rustic looking pot, which is gonna pick up the colors of our pumpkins and our eucalyptus. Fill some of them with moss. If you're gonna grab those other ones, Madison. I'm gonna stack them again to give height here. I'm gonna take another one of our pumpkins, put it here. Let's tilt one sideways. Let's nestle one right there. Boom, done. Another couple pumpkins.
Like
yeah.
I mean,
so now
it looks fantastic
we've got
already.
that balance, but you need the sort of like pièce de résistance.
Exactly
right. A little empty.
Yeah, looking a little empty. Not to me, but to Ken.
So to create a sign from our tray, all I did here, cut a piece of foam core, got some paint drop cloth from the garage, and then I just printed out on our printer whatever sign you want. I've got push pins here, and all I'm going to do, I cut them out of one piece of cardstock. I'm going to push pin them right in the center here, and then all I'm going to do
Doesn't he make it look so easy, everybody?
That in right here.
Fantastic. I love it.
Pick pumpkins.
I love it. You got a little eucalyptus there. We got some
pop that right there.
We can fill it in.
There we go. What do we think?
Look at this.
Done.
Beautiful.
It's different. It still says fall, and it's fresh, and it costs us very little.
Okay, and you can add some little pumpkins on the side as well?
You can have pumpkins on the side. You can fill it. Just replace a couple of things, a couple of your other books, replace them with green. I added a pumpkin here. I added a pumpkin there. The fun thing about this is as the season goes on, you get to Thanksgiving, you can change it out, print out new words, switch out some new things, and really make it come to life. Remember, it's about focal point in the center, balancing on the sides. If you're balancing with color, you don't have to balance with the exact same item, and it will read as much more organic and energetic.
And you can also get creative with the colors that you chose, just like you did here. This is fantastic.
Exactly. Doesn't always have to be orange.
Happy fall, everybody. Make sure to visit hallmarkchannel.com for the full instructions.